Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Malama Halima Ahmed, and I'm with Real Life Married to African. Now, I was talking about in my last video on baiting. A lot of these men in the continent do bait women to help them come here through a visa. A lot of women don't know anything about a visa. Some women never dated or married with an African before, so they don't understand the process why the man needs you. A lot of these men in the continent who cannot gain access to America, Germany, Sweden, they will come online and try to talk to women. Now, I'm not saying all African men, but I'm saying a lot of them, okay, do come online into your inbox on Facebook, Instagram, and through other forms of communication to seek out a woman, okay, to help them get to their destination, okay. They may come in there, like I said before in my last video, and start, eventually once they get you and charm you, okay, because some men are using juju. They are using a method called charmed. So when they do decide to get you, you wind up spending your own money, paying for things like hotel, flights, visas to help them come here. Some women are going over to the continent to pay for their own wedding. Basically, they're paying for their own clothes. They're paying for the food. They're paying for the hotel. At this point, you know that you have been charmed. A lot of women say, oh no, I wanted to do this. He didn't have any money and all this kind of stuff. Some women are even getting into roadside marriages. Roadside marriages is a form where you come to Africa. You stay there for like 2 weeks. You marry on the first date or the first time you go. You don't meet his family. You don't hardly meet his friends. You never go to the village where he lives at. You go and you stay in a hotel that you paid for, okay, with your own money. You give the man money. You buy your own food. You pay for your own registry. And you stand outside the registry and take pictures. Some of those people you're taking pictures with are total strangers. They don't even know the man. That is considered a roadside marriage, okay? And then after that, a lot of y'all women, y'all go and y'all come back to America and you start processing your husband's immigration documents and paying for things. Some of y'all start working 2 jobs. Some of y'all start working overtime. And y'all be giving y'all man on allowance. And this is how y'all have already been baited and charmed. Okay, I'm going to speak on this video about men that's already over there looking for greener pastures over in the continent, okay? I'm not saying all men, but the majority of men, they cannot come here without a visa. Some men have tried to get visas to come here, and because of their economic status, their marital status, sometimes the government or the immigration do not allow them to come. So in order for them to get here, they need a woman who's going to agree to come to Africa and marry them. So what they do is they come online and they start baiting and hooking women, whoever is going to agree. Once they agree and they tell you they love you and they have you charmed, then you go over to Africa and you marry a man that you don't know nothing about. Some women do not know if the man is married. They don't know if he's really married. Some men will say that the wife, they are divorced from the wife. They will tell you that the wife is dead. They will tell you the wife was caught cheating. And how you're going to know if the man is really married, you have to ask them, who do your children live with, okay? I can give you more details on Real Life Married to African on Facebook. You have to you have to be diligent in asking questions, okay? You have to be diligent while you start talking to this person before you fall into a charm. You want to be able to see divorce documents right away. You want to be able to see birth certificates right away, because sometimes these guys lie about their age, their marital status. Some of them do not have a job. They do not work, okay? They don't have the credentials, the income status, or the income capability to even come to America or Germany or Sweden or the UK, because they don't have anything. So they're trying to desperately find ways to get out of the continent, okay? So they are charming women. And I'm bringing these segments so women can know what to look out for when you're being baited, okay? When you're being hooked and baited by a man who you don't know, to bring awareness to women so they can know if this man is truthful or not. And in most cases, they are looking for greener pastures to come to this country. And they, feel as though that a lot of women have money and they're going to do whatever they can do to get out their situation, out of a desperate situation. And I'm not saying all Africans or all men from the continent, but it's a high percentage. If you look inside your default inbox, you're going to see plenty of people in there trying to talk to you. A lot of women have no information. They never know anything about an African man. They don't know anything about the culture, the tradition. This is something that you don't do. When a man wants to marry a woman in Africa, he goes to her family, okay? And he asks the family to marry his daughter. They bring gifts. They have a list that they must bring for the bride price, okay? They have to knock at the door eventually and say, I would like to marry your daughter, okay? And then he have to have certain things in order to marry someone's daughter in Africa. He have to have an education. He have to have a place to live. He have to have, in that community, he have to have good family values. Like, people have to know them in a community to say that this man is from a good house, or this woman is from a good house. Like, it has to be a process before you marry someone's daughter. So we have our own methods of marrying in America. And we don't marry reckless, okay? We have to stop marrying reckless, and we have to get back to marrying correctly, how our parents of expectation on how we marry. You cannot date someone online, okay, and say that you're dating. Dating is seeing someone, taking you out, vetting you for a certain period of time, coming with you with certain type of level of income, not online with a guy on video masturbating, okay? And he's masturbating, you're masturbating. You don't know him. You never touched him before. You don't know his family. You don't know his family background. You don't know if he's a criminal over there or any of these things. This is the things that I want to bring to this channel. Follow me on Real Life Married to African on Facebook, and try to understand when you're being bamboozled and you're about to go into a scam marriage. I'm talking about the men in the continent that's trying to get themselves here to this country, men who are manipulating women to get money from them. And like I said, it's not all African men, but it's the majority over there if they're in the continent. And I'm also going to bring a video on how men bait women here in America who have papers, and what is the good side of it and what is the bad side of it, so a woman can have an option. So I just want y'all to stay tuned to this channel, click and subscribe to Real Life Married to African. And this is Bait 2. And I'm going to bring y'all another video every week. Thank y'all. Click, like, and share.